Good afternoon, and welcome to Biz Tips Live at Noon. My name is Mona Giordano, and I'm a certified business coach located in the Tampa Bay area of Florida. Today, I want to talk to you about courage. So welcome to episode number 18. Wow, I cannot believe that we've been doing this for 18 weeks simultaneously. And I'm so glad that you've taken time out of your busy schedule to come here today. Today's message really goes far beyond entrepreneurship, but as it relates to being an entrepreneur, something that you simply must have is courage. I'm reminded of the movie The Wizard of Oz and that cowardly lion, and he was just searching and searching for courage. He had it within him all along, as do you and I. But sometimes some of our life's events and circumstances really sabotage us into thinking that we can't do something. We get trapped in fear. And so today I want to talk to you about courage, and I want to give you an acronym and some pointers, and also share a little project that I've been working on and that has finally been released, and I'm super excited to be published once again. So anyway, here we go. My name is Mona Giordano. I'm a certified business coach. I specialize in business startups and ministry startups, but not just for startups. So if you need some fresh ideas, perhaps you're struggling, you're like me, a woman that's in her, let's say our third quarter, and, trying to conquer and scale this new business era of online business and social media and so on and so forth. Women in transition, I can help you. People, women in particular, that are seeking, going after their dreams that they have put off for so many years because they've been raising children and being dedicated to being a wife and a mother, which is wonderful. That is, after all, the first calling. But now you've come into a time in your life when you're ready to go after your own dreams. Well, that's what I do. I help you navigate that map. And my tagline, if you will, is that I want to take you from the grand idea to the grand opening. So a little bit of housekeeping, a little housekeeping as we get started. I want to let you know that you can go to my website, which is www.monagiordano.com. And you can see all of the various events that I have going on and various businesses that I'm involved with, and even my personal story. I am an overcomer. I am a miracle. And so that kind of brings us to today's topic, which is being courageous. No matter what life has handed you, you have the courage deep within you to fulfill the calling that God has on your life. I want to share with you a scripture verse that really exemplifies what I have deep in my heart that helps me just keep on going and moving on. I'm a serial entrepreneur, if you will. And so it takes a lot of stamina and a lot of courage. When you are an entrepreneur and you have that spirit within you, you have to have many, you're going to take many risks, and you have to be willing to be laughed at, to be mocked. You have to battle your own little demons of feeling like a failure or not good enough. And so I want to share the scripture with you because it's what my life is based on. It comes from Deuteronomy 31:6, and it says, "Be strong, take courage, don't be intimidated. Don't give them a second thought, because God, your God, is striding ahead of you. He's right there with you. He won't let you down, and he won't leave you." Entrepreneurs have to dream big, but you also have to have the courage to risk looking like a failure. I can't tell you how many times that has worked against me in my 40-year business career, which has covered many areas from a brick and mortar to several entrepreneurial ventures. And I have big dreams, and I'm in the midst of them. You know, sometimes I have to reinvent myself, and that's okay. It's okay when you have that entrepreneurial spirit. There will be times that you may fail. And so you just get up and you shake the dust off of your feet and you walk on. Hey, Jennifer Gall, so glad that you're here today. I love you, sweetheart. A fellow life coach is joined us. And what are your dreams, Jenny? Why don't you share with us what you're going for and where your courage lies, where you have to take courage and believe in yourself. Share that in the comments below if you would. Okay, Walt Disney once said, all of our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Being an entrepreneur does take courage, but you have it within you. I'm going to be your biggest fan and just cheer you on and let you know that whatever your dreams, they may be lofty and huge and big, and the bigger the better as far as I'm concerned. You can do it. I want to share with you an acronym that I found on Pinterest that I really love that defines courage. And so it's going to be COURAGE. So the C, confident, and the O, optimistic, with U, unwavering, and R, relentless hope, A, achieving your G, goals, and reaching E, excellence. COURAGE. Now let me put that all together for you. Confident and optimistic, with unwavering and relentless hope in achieving your goals and reaching excellence. It's not about perfection. Otherwise, we may as well all give up. It's about striving for excellence. You're never going to be perfect. There's never going to be that perfect time to hit go live when you're afraid of doing videos, or to record that podcast, or create that online course, or do that coaching group, or start that business, that online business. There's never going to be a perfect time if you're waiting for perfection. You have to step out in courage. You have to do it afraid sometimes. But whatever, just do it. Okay, you can't let the fears and doubts in our head keep you from doing the thing that you were created to do. God has given you a vision, a goal, a purpose, a dream that He's planted deep within your heart that only you can do. Only you can bring that about. And you have to be willing to risk the messiness of achieving your dream. Sometimes it gets messy, and I can attest to that personally. I can tell you, I want to give you rather a couple of different steps when you're reaching out for that dream, when you are just, it's so close that you can touch it, you can breathe it, you can feel it, but there's that thing inside of you, that lack of courage, that fear that keeps setting you up. Sometimes it gets really messy. So here are 4 steps that can really tangibly help you right now where you are in pursuing your dream. Number 1, breathe. Breathe. Take a deep breath. When that fear overcomes, when you're lacking that courage, just stop and just breathe. Bring yourself back into that state of steadiness. Number 2, think about something that's bigger than yourself. How can you give? Okay, ask yourself, how can I give? How can I serve? Don't focus on trying to be perfect. Don't focus on yourself. Focus on the bigger picture. Your why. Why are you doing what you're doing, or why are you attempting to do what you're attempting to do? It goes much bigger than money. It goes much bigger than focusing on yourself. Focusing on yourself, all that does is stop you dead in your tracks. So take your mind off of yourself and think of your why. Number 3, be clear on your vision, crystal clear. Is this just for you, or is it bigger than yourself? What's the reason that you're doing it? It goes hand in hand with number 2 about, thinking about something that's bigger than yourself. Get your mind off of yourself. Number 4, realize it's never going to be as bad as you might think. You can always reinvent yourself. Stay committed. If I had to count all the times that I've had these lofty ideas and given up on them, probably just about the time that the breakthrough was about to happen, sadly, it's really important that you embrace the idea that no matter what is in your head as the biggest possible way that it can fail, it will never be that big. You can always start from scratch. You can always shake the dust off. You can always move on. Don't stop those dreams and visions that God has placed within you. Have courage. Take courage. Stand. Pursue. Keep on moving. The world needs you to share your gifts and to go for your dreams. There just aren't enough people that are willing to try it, willing to really, truly go for it. I have faith and confidence in you. You have that within you, step by step, step by step. You can do what you need to do, learn what you need to learn, conquer what you need to conquer, and pursue that dream that God has placed inside of you. I want to be vulnerable and real with you just a little bit today because I come from what I'm going to call a very sordid past. All of my life, from being neglected and being abused and taken out of school when I was, in 8th grade, all these things were stacked up against me. They were these chips on my shoulder that I had to overcome to pursue. But here's the deal. I am now 59 years old. I am pursuing my dreams. I have accomplished a great many things that to people were impossible. After all, how could a former drug addict, how could a former alcoholic, how could someone with an 8th grade education ever achieve greatness? Well, I have. And I'm here to help you achieve greatness too, no matter what those obstacles are. Maybe you're a woman in transition who has that past and didn't have that education handed to you on a silver platter. Maybe you've heard so many times echoing in your own mind that you can't do this. You're not smart enough. You're not pretty enough. You are not, don't have the right education. You don't have enough money. You don't have the qualifications. Baloney. You do. It's within you. You just need to take those steps to get started, to pursue that dream, and don't stop dreaming. I want to share with you a project that I've been working on, something that I'm very, very proud of, and that is this right here. This is a combination of 30 different women in the Tampa Bay area. Many of them you may know, none of which I will name by name, but we have come together and we have been vulnerable and transparent, and we have shared some of our stories. Now, it took courage. I'm going to read mine for you. And it really took a lot of courage because here I am in this entrepreneurial business of trying to help people. And so you want to have people, you want people to see you in a certain light. You want people to see you as a great success, as a smart cookie, as educated. But I want to be real with you. And I want to read my little section, my little part of this big project that's designed to help women not only in the Tampa Bay area, but to help women nationwide and perhaps even worldwide to realize that they are priceless in God's sight. No matter what they've been through, no matter what they are overcoming, that God is going to use them in a great and powerful way, but it all starts with courage. So this is my little section, and it says, I felt I was trapped in the endless downward spiral of rejection, shame, guilt, and fear. I was wrong. My mother had forced me to leave home when I was 14. I was a burden, and she just didn't have the patience or the time for me anymore. Her abusive alcoholic husband was the center of her codependent life, and therefore I was in her way. She refused to believe me when I told her that he had been molesting me. She said that I was just trying to cause problems in her relationship with him. How could she not see the signs? How could she not believe me? I guess I shouldn't have been surprised. She had tried to get rid of me when I was 12 by sending me out of town to a male friend of hers who needed a live-in nanny housekeeper. At first, I was relieved, thinking that somebody finally wanted and needed me. Reality quickly set in when he raped me. So what happens to a young girl at 14 living in Miami Beach? Trust me when I tell you that whatever you could think in your mind is exactly correct. It became a matter of survival for me. It also became a trap. The trap of trying to fill that emptiness and drown out the guilt and shame with alcohol and drugs. The trap of trying to find love in the arms of a man, any man, that would whisper sweet nothings and promise me the world. Fast forward a little bit. I never found the magic pill or the remedy for the rejection. The guilt and shame remained. What I did find was a diagnosis of hepatitis C. It nearly cost me my life, and I was 6 hours from death. I praise God that He had another plan for me, and I'm thankful for the liver transplant I received. The only way I found hope was in Jesus. He has another plan for you too. You are strong. You are courageous. You're not alone. Though it may seem like it sometimes, God is aware of everything that you are feeling, and He is for you. He wants to see you through it all and set you free from the baggage that you carry. Will you accept His open invitation for this? That's the question. Will you accept that invitation? Will you recognize that call that He has on your life, the purpose that He created you for? Will you have the courage to pursue it? God is a safe place to hide, ready to help when we need Him. We stand fearless at the cliff edge of doom, courageous in sea storm and earthquake, before the rush and roar of oceans, the tempers that shift mountains. Jacob, wrestling God, fight for us. God of angel armies, protect us. That can be found in Psalm 46, 1-3. How grateful I am to my God that He has fought for me. I'm never alone. Please help me to remember who You are and all that You want for my life, and help me to have the courage to be fearless and go for it. That's my prayer for you today as well. I shared that little excerpt because I believe in being real. I believe in being transparent. I'm not trying to hide from my past. I'm trying to build upon it to help myself and also to help you move forward into the greatness that God has called you to be. There is no obstacle that you can't overcome. Step by step, move by move, you can make your dream become a reality, and I want to help you. My name is Mona Giordano. I'm honest and I am transparent. I am a business coach that wants to provide hope and purpose for you. I can help. All you have to do is contact me, and let's get started on this road together. If you need encouragement, if you need a prayer, I'm here for you. And yes, if you need some help in taking that step to become an entrepreneur and start your business, I can help you do that too. But that's not all. I'm not here in this just for the money. I'm in this for the calling that God has on my life, to help women achieve greatness, to empower them, to educate them, and to inspire them to move on in their dream and make it a reality. I can help take you from the grand idea to the grand opening. I'm not the perfect fit for everybody, but if you are a woman and you are in transition, maybe you've gone through a divorce, maybe you lost your husband, maybe you are now an empty nester and you have freedom and it's time to pursue your dream, or maybe you've been just fighting that dream your whole life long, and it's time to start. Let's start this thing together, shall we? I can be reached at www.monagiordano.com. That's on the internet. I can also be reached on Facebook, Mona Giordano, Certified Business Coach. I'm here to help. Let's do this thing, shall we? Have courage. Put one step in front of the other and move forward. Until next time, God bless you, and don't stop dreaming. In fact, dream big, dream bigger, and reach for your dreams.